The G-Man is a mysterious being that appears throughout the entire Half-Life series, playing a seemingly pivotal role in the events of the games. Starting with Half-Life, the first encounter is in the game's opening. He is on a different tram to Gordon as you arrive at the Sector C test labs. Once you make it to work, you can find him speaking to a scientist here at Anomalous Materials, although their conversation is difficult to hear. In Unforeseen Consequences, when you encounter the Hound Eyes, the G-Man can be seen on a catwalk above you. Heading through Office Complex, you can see him if you look through this door before you jump to the elevator. In We've Got Hostiles, the G-Man can be seen walking along another catwalk in the distance in the area with the turrets and the trip mines. The G-Man can be seen in Power Up in the control room as you encounter the Gargantua. In Apprehension, he can be seen on the opposite side of the room with the moving platforms. The G-Man will walk through a portal here in Lambda Core. And finally at the end of the game, obviously, where it's
time to choose.
Moving on to the Half-Life expansions, Opposing Force and Blue Shift. Starting with Opposing Force, the G-Man can be seen in the training boot camp in one of the windows above the courtyard. In Welcome to Black Mesa, the G-Man can be found talking to a security guard through this window. In the same chapter, the G-Man is responsible for saving your life by opening this door when the room starts falling apart. In We Are Pulling Out, he can be observed closing this large door as you're about to escape. How rude. In the Pitworm's Nest, the G-Man is visible through this observation window as you make your way through the garbage compactor. The G-Man can be seen in Foxtrot uniform taking a call on this tower before escaping through a portal. Once you deactivate the nuke in the package, the G-Man can be seen reactivating the bomb through this window. And obviously at the end of the game where he puts Shepard in stasis. Oh yeah, Blue Shift. The G-Man is only visible once during the insecurity chapter as you cross this waterway, and that is literally it. I guess he just didn't have much of an interest in Barney. Moving on to Half-Life 2. Beginning obviously with the opening cutscene, the G-Man introduces you to the game. In a red letter day, the G-Man can be spotted on this monitor while Alex and Barney are talking to each other. In Root Canal, he is briefly on a television that this Vortigon is watching. He appears numerous times in Water Hazard. The first is as you approach this large red building. He occasionally flickers on the large Breencast screen. He can be seen on this walkway as you make your way through the canals. Finally, after beating the helicopter, you can find him here before you reach Black Mesa East. At the end of We Don't Go to Ravenholm, the G-Man can be seen here at the end of this track in the area with the snipers. The second house you come to on Highway 17 has some binoculars. Looking through them will reveal the G-Man talking to Odessa Cubbage. In Nova Prospect, going through the first security monitor will reveal the G-Man looking through this window. In Anti-Citizen 1, he appears on this television after you part ways with Dog. And obviously the ending.
In the meantime, this is where I get off.
Moving on to the Half-Life 2 episodes. Starting with episode 1, the G-Man can be seen in the opening cutscene, obviously. And that's it. If you've played the game, you know why.
We'll see about that.
Moving on to episode 2, during this Vortal Coil, the G-Man appears when the Vortigons are healing Alex in a lengthy cutscene. In Freeman Pontifex, you can see the G-Man on this bridge as you reach this large door. The G-Man can be seen in Under the Radar, although it's quite difficult to catch him. After driving up this hill and seeing this small village, the G-Man is there in the street walking inside a building. No clipping is the best way. Finally, during our mutual fiend, as you wrap up your conversation about the Borealis, the G-Man can be seen on these screens, as he possesses Alex to tell Eli to prepare for unforeseen consequences.
No, I can't let it happen again.
Spooky stuff.
Dr. Freeman.
Finally, we reach Half-Life Alyx, where meeting the G-Man at the end of the game is one of the most memorable moments.
What if I could offer you something you don't know you want?
And that's the end until Half-Life 3. Let us know which G-Man moment is your favourite in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Take care.